Yes, y'all. From the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Mothership here in beautiful Lewisville, Texas, it is Texas Football Today, a show that is reaching for the future. My name's Greg Tepper. I'm the editor-in-chief of Dave Campbell's Texas Football Magazine and TexasFootball.com. Thank you for spending part of your day with us, whether you're watching us live at TexasFootball.com, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, various other sundry streaming platforms, or you listen to us on the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part to support your local mediocre internet show. I am sitting over there at the helm today in a different room with a bunch of buttons and levers and dials that I don't understand, is our producer, Vianney Moreno. Hi, Vianney Moreno.
Hi, guys. I'm very excited.
It's a very special day. It's a very special day.
Very special.
Today is Monday, June 1st, 2026, a mere 178 days until Thanksgiving, so maybe start your prep work now, okay? Happy birthday to Morgan Freeman. It is episode 1900 and... Oh, no.
There we go.
39.
Today's
a pretty special day around here at Dave Campbell's Texas Football. We only get to do this. We've only done this thing 10 or so times. We've only done in the history of our company this 66 times. And now we get to add a 67th as we reveal the covers of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. We're so grateful for you for spending part of your day with us. We're going to forego first four through the door because I would imagine the comments are going a little bit crazy right now. So that's okay. If this is your first time watching Texas Football Today, hi, I'm Greg. We are here every Monday and Thursday talking football across the Lone Star State. So if you just need your football fix, maybe lock in Mondays and Thursdays at noon. But today we're here to do something special. We are here to write another chapter in the history of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. It is known as the Bible of Texas Football. It is something we take very seriously. And we take especially seriously the cover. For us, the cover is our front porch. The cover of the magazine is always the thing that people associate most closely with us. It is also the thing that we have to live with forever, right? I've said this before, and this is now a dated reference, but I used to be very jealous of Sports Illustrated because Sports Illustrated puts out a cover every week. If they put out a bad cover, it's okay, they got one next week. We've only done this 67 times. And so as a result, we take this very seriously. We take the process very seriously, and we want to make sure we are doing right by the moment. Our whole goal is to reflect a moment in Texas football history. And that's what we're here to do today. We're so proud to reveal we've got two covers to reveal, I should say. Let me tease a little bit. We've got two covers. Once again, we've got a main cover, and we've got a gatefold cover, which is like the fold-in cover. I can tell you that the main cover, again, is college football, and the gatefold cover, again, is high school football, as is tradition around here. We're going to start with the main cover, the big boy, the front cover of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. We are so pleased to unveil the main cover of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, featuring... There it is, the main cover of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, featuring the Texas Tech Red Raiders. The headline, Red Raider Inc. inside the modern college football machine, featuring the brain trust of Texas Tech's remarkable rise to national prominence. Head coach Joey McGuire, Board of Regents Chair Cody Campbell, Athletic Director Kirby Hokut, General Manager James Blanchard, and star linebacker Ben Roberts. There it is, the main cover of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. We're so pleased to put that out into the world. You can get yours mailed directly to you. Get it before it hits newsstands if you go to texasfootball.com/subscribe. The main cover, the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, Red Raider Inc. inside the modern college football machine. That's one of our surprises we've got for you. We've got more because it is time to unveil the gatefold cover of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. This is a tradition we started back in 2016. It's our fold-over cover, and we love to use this to especially spotlight high school football across the state of Texas, because that is such a huge part of our magazine. And this year, we've once again decided to go the high school route, and I am very pleased to unveil the gatefold cover of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, featuring There it is, the gatefold cover of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, featuring Richmond Randall running back Landon Williams Callis. The headline, The Legend Begins. He graces the secondary cover of Dave Campbell's Texas Football after setting the Lone Star State on fire for the past 2 seasons. There it is, the gatefold cover of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, featuring Richmond Randall running back Landon Williams Callis, the most electrifying man in Texas high school football. You can get your copy of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football with both covers. You get both covers at texasfootball.com/subscribe. That is the best way to get your magazine. We will mail it directly to you before it hits newsstands. Magazines will start getting to subscribers' mailboxes in mid to late June, while people who buy it on the rack will have to wait till late June or early July. Go to texasfootball.com/subscribe to get your copy of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, featuring the main cover with Texas Tech and the gatefold cover featuring Richmond Randall running back Landon Williams Callis. We are so thrilled with both of these covers. We've got a ton to talk about, including the thought process behind this, behind the scenes, how this all came together. We've got a ton to talk about. We're going to take a quick break. After the break, behind the scenes of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, if you stay with us.
Pour some sunshine with new First Light Community Coffee's first ever light roast. This blend has notes of honey and brown sugar that will brighten any part of your day. Try First Light now at communitycoffee.com.
Hello, Candace.
Not you again.
Me again. Remember our last oil change? Your boyfriend said he knew a guy who knew a guy. None of those guys knew what they were doing, including you, Todd.
Silence your oil change anxiety at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch our experts change your oil right from your car.
Thanks for coming in.
And finish in about 15 minutes. Valvoline. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Friday Night Football is here, and Hometown is trusted by thousands of schools across the nation to make game days effortless. Sell tickets online, easily scan them at the gate, track sales in real time, and keep your community connected with a free athletic website. Make every game a hometown game. Visit hometown.com to learn more.
I'm Gus, and my job is to make everyone in your home happy. So I recommend Optimum Internet. It's famously fast, with fast, reliable, and consistent internet speeds. Switch to Optimum Internet starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. And the Optimum PowerPath Gateway included. Get Optimum Internet for only $25 a month. I'll go for a walk while you call 866-9-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch.
Every legend starts with a vision. For Dave Campbell, that vision was clear. Tell the story of Texas football like never before. In 1960, he built something no one had before. A magazine that became the Bible of Texas football. Coaches, players, and fans didn't just read it, they lived by it. His words shaped the game. His vision built a legacy. And his name? It will always be written in the story of Texas football. Dave Campbell's Texas Football, where legends begin.
Back here on Texas Football Today, I'm Greg Tepper, that's Vianney Moreno. We have just unveiled and revealed the covers of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, the 67th annual edition of the Bible of Texas Football, featuring Texas Tech on the main cover and Richmond Randall running back Landon Williams-Callis on the gatefold cover. And we're going to talk a little bit about both of these covers and how we've come to the decision. Let's start with the main cover with Texas Tech. I'll tell you how the process goes. Every year in January or February, we gather the team and we start talking about the cover, because the cover is what we got to get right. And the question is always, how do we reflect the moment in Texas football? Ideally, in my perfect world, if you look across the history of covers of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, you'll be able to tell the story of football across the state of Texas. And so what is the moment? And for me, and I think it was a consensus for the staff, that Texas Tech is the moment. They are the moment right now. And this is a story about ambition, about innovation, about the pursuit of national relevance at the highest level, and it was worth capturing on the cover. Now, I'll tell you some fun facts about this cover. Perhaps you've seen Texas Tech's been in the news. The story is written by Mike Craven. It is spectacular, and it is an inside look at how the modern college football machine works. It is Texas Tech's, it's Joey McGuire's second time on the cover. He was on the cover in 2022 with UTSA head coach Jeff Traylor. It is Texas Tech's first solo cover since 2016, when Patrick Mahomes and Cliff Kingsbury were on the cover. And for a bit of history, it is actually the first non-player and non-coach to ever be on the cover, with Board of Regents chair Cody Campbell and athletic director Kirby Hocutt on the cover. They are the first two non-player, non-coach to be on the cover of our magazine. But we think that is reflective of the story, because the story, in many respects, is about, it's not about NIL, it's about alignment, okay? The question is, how did Texas Tech go from being worried about being left behind in college athletics to becoming one of college football's biggest success stories? And the answer is that they've got a machine that they have built where everyone pulls the rope in the same direction. Everybody rows the boat. And I think that when you read Mike Craven's story, you're going to get a look under the hood of how the machine works. Because we think that the story of how they built it has been told. It's been told. We want to see how it operates. We want to see how it all works. It is a story about conviction. It is a story about people who love Texas Tech becoming convinced that the future of the university itself was tied to the relevance of its college football team and decided to make it happen. And I think one of the things you'll note when you read the story, and we're going to have Mike Craven on the show on Thursday to talk about his remarkable feature in the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football, is outside people talk about money. And we're not here to tell you that money's no part of it. But inside, when you dig in and you talk to the people and you do the boots on the ground reporting like Mike Craven does, the people talk about Joey McGuire. And they talk about the connections that he makes. And he is the conductor who aligns the donors, the administrators, the coaches, the players into one vision. And the broader question, I think, is Texas Tech the blueprint? Are they a one-off success story? Or is this the model for how ambitious college football programs compete in the new era? We're thrilled with the main cover. It was, I should mention, we partnered with a Lubbock-based creative agency, Jackalope Creative. They are remarkable folks. Caleb Willie and his team did unbelievable work with us to put this together. They conceptualized it. We came together and worked with them to come up with this concept, and they knocked it out of the park. Had to get a lot of people to do photo shoots because 5 people is a lot for our cover. But we are so thrilled with the way that it worked out. Jackalope Creative, unbelievable to work with out there in Lubbock. Caleb Willie and his team. We so appreciate them. You can get your copy of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football mailed to you before it hits newsstands if you go to texasfootball.com/subscribe. Go to texasfootball.com/subscribe. Okay. So now I would like to talk about the gatefold cover. The gatefold cover featuring Richmond Randall running back Landon Williams-Callis. We know what it means to put a high school player on the cover of the magazine. The last time we had a solo cover, a solo high school football player on the cover of our magazine was Cedric Benson in 2000. We understand the gravity that comes with that. But Landon Williams-Callis is a singular talent, a 5-star running back, yes. And this is the story written by Carter Yates of when a teenager becomes a myth. Because the football part is obvious. I think anybody who has flipped on the tape or been at a Randall game, whether it was in the state championship game in 2024, when they won it, the state championship game in 2025, when they came up short to South Oak Cliff, anybody who has seen him can see the football part. He's the most electrifying player in Texas high school football. But the human part is what interested us, because it is a story about what it's like to grow up carrying that level of expectation. Long before he was a state champion or 5-star recruit, he was already a legend in Texas youth football circles. And he was always the next big thing. Landon Williams-Callis was always the next big thing. This isn't a story about manufactured hype. It's a story about a player who has exceeded the hype in every way. And this is a guy who has 70 scholarship offers, constant attention, social media is all over him, opposing fans, opposing players, adults treating him like a celebrity instead of a teenager. So Carter Yates asked the question, how do you stay grounded in that storm? It's a remarkable feature. And I'll tell you this. One of the conversations we had when we landed on Landon Williams-Callis was, does it hurt the story that the last time we saw Landon Williams-Callis was him walking off the field with a loss? because they lost. They lost. South Oak Cliff really kind of dominated Randall and bottled him up. Aside for a kickoff return for a touchdown, Lena Williams-Kellis was really bottled up. But I think that this story is actually elevated because the last time we saw him, he lost. And seeing that disappointment become public, I think the story is really about what happens next. And that, I think, is what really fascinated us. So we went down to Randall. Thanks so much to Brian Randall and the entire Richmond Randall athletic department and the entire Richmond Randall LCISD for helping us out. We went down there and did a great cover shoot with Landon. Harrison Arsenault is our photographer and and conceptualized this. Holy cow, what a shot. Holy cow, what a shot. On the gatefold cover of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. And featuring Richmond Randall running back Lena Williams-Kellis. We're so thrilled for you to read both of these main features and all of the things inside the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. It's 400 pages of football goodness. The reason I look so tired is because I went to camp, and also because it's a 400-page magazine with previews of all 50 college football teams across the state of Texas, with previews of more than 1,500 high school football teams across the state of Texas. Plus all the things you're used to. The Whataburger preseason Whataburger super team, right? The all-Texas college team. Conference previews, new look conference previews, including a Pac-12 preview for funsies, because Texas State joined the Pac-12. First time we've ever had a Pac-12 preview. We also have new features, including new look recruiting sections, the Ultimate 50, which ranks the 50 most valuable prospects in Texas, regardless of class and position. There's so much in the 400 pages of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. We are so excited for you to get to see it. The best way to get yours is to go to texasfootball.com/subscribe. texasfootball.com/subscribe. Get yours mailed to you before it hits newsstands. If you are a subscriber, you will get yours in mid to late June. If you are not a subscriber and you're waiting to buy it at your local grocery store, that's cool too. And also, you're going to have to wait until subscribers get theirs, probably towards the end of June or early July. It's texasfootball.com/subscribe. Makes a great gift as well. Go to texasfootball.com/subscribe. That is all we got right now. We'll have so much more on what's inside the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Mike Craven, our senior writer, is going to be with us on Thursday to talk through the process of the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Next week, we'll have Carter Yates on to talk about the gatefold feature. So much to dive into in the 2026 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. The covers are just the front porch. Can't wait for you guys to see the house. That is going to do it for us. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. By the way, we are live, I should say. There are people in the comments who think that this is recorded.
We're live.
I wish I could hold up today's newspaper.
We're live.
I'm reading tweets right now.
Oh, man. Why do they think it's pre-recorded?
Because we didn't do first, four through the door.
Oh.
Do you want to give them first, four through the door real quick?
Where am I? Here I am. I saw Tony Blaylock and Red Eyes in
I think
first.
my friend, my cool friend Kristen is in the comments as well. That is you want to do it real quick? This is
Bradley Blaine.
See, look. We're not
Red Eyes,
very
Tony
live.
Blaylock.
Very live. This is an AI.
Very live, very live.
It's going to do it for us. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And, of course, see us at texasfootball.com. For Vinay Moreno, I'm Greg Tepper. We'll see you Thursday on Texas Football Today.
Bye.